Hello, 8th grade. It is virtual, Mrs. Gilpin, because I have abbreviated hours this year. I didn't want to miss out on time that I had with you in your health class to talk about some mental health and, I don't know, just self-driven issues that I cover with a lot of St. Joe's classes. So one thing that's really important to talk to 8th grade about, you guys have already visited Catholic highs. Not everybody is bound for Catholic high. Wherever you're going next year for 9th grade, your courses and your future kind of carry different weight than they do in elementary and middle school. Your high school transcript that you build from the moment that you step into your first day of high school is going to be looked at by colleges, which is then your next step. And it's all related to what you're interested in. So now, the amount of ability you've had to be able to choose courses and things that you're interested in to take in school has been pretty limited. It's like, these are the classes you're going to take, show up, do it. When you get to high school, you get more liberty to go, I want to take this class, and I'm really interested in this, and I want to take this. And then it gets even more streamlined by the time, if you are college bound, when you get to college, it's very specific to your interest. You choose your major. You choose your courses. Some things are core courses that you have to take, but a lot of it is your choice. And so the more that you know about yourself and your interests going into these next steps of schooling, the better. And so even though we're talking about career exploration, what we're really talking about is you understanding yourself more so that you know how to direction yourself in the choices that you're going to make for course selection down the road. So you're going to do what's called an interest inventory. And so you're going to open your Chromebook in a second, and I'm going to give you, Coach Rakes is going to give you a link to that. First, we are going to talk a little bit. Should I know my career path by middle school? I'm going to read this to you. Good career exploration today is working to develop broad skills in young people, the ability to work as part of a team, the ability to communicate effectively, and personal responsibility. That helps them have agency in making decisions about careers. So a lot of the things that you do in class, even though you think that we're just throwing you in there is thought behind. You all have to do group work. You have to communicate and present in front of people because that's part of preparing you for the next step. And personal responsibility is a big one over there in middle school, I know, for you guys. This is all interconnected. I'm going to give you the secret to life now. So happiness as an adult for you, everybody sitting in here later, is related to this Venn diagram. And what it is combining what you love doing, what you're good at, what the world needs and is in demand, what you can be paid for. If you can combine all of those things, you will be passionate about whatever work it is that you do. You will get paid to do it, and your life satisfaction will be higher. People who get paid to do something that they don't really enjoy have the satisfaction and the necessity of a paycheck, but the real goal is to find something that you're good at, make sure there's a need in the job market for that thing, get paid for it, and enjoy life and do it. If you can do all that stuff, you have figured out the secret to life. The more you know about yourself and the more that you gear your schooling toward that path, the more you'll be likely to be able to do exactly that. Okay. I'm going to send Coach Rakes the link to this, but it's called a Career Clusters Activity, and it's a survey. I wonder if it'll let me go to it. Boom. Y'all having fun? Okay. You can accept that it's going to use cookies. But this is educationplanner.org, and it's going to have a little button when you pull up the link, and it's going to say Start Now. And I hope you can see that. Let me make sure that's on there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to click Start Now, and then it's going to ask you questions to reflect upon yourself. Take it seriously because this is for you. If you make a joke out of it, it's not going to help you in any way. So the first question says, I am, and it gives me several different describing words that I could be. Then you're going on from question to question. It's going to ask about things that you're interested in and that you like, and click any and all of the things that apply to you. And then at the end, obviously I'm not clicking anything. You've not made a selection. It will give you a suggestion of careers by the time that you complete this. And then we're going to switch around and look at the pay that is average for that career or career cluster that it's popped up for you, careers that are in that cluster. So mine is a helping profession as a counselor. And for me, it will probably give several different things that I could do, like a nurse or a teacher or a social worker or a counselor. All of those are kind of in that helping profession cluster. And then I can choose any of those careers and then do some research on the demand in the field right now of that particular vocation, and the average pay, and the schooling that's required. And so I'm going to send Coach Rex all the links that you're going to need to do that. And by the end, you should have an idea of a couple of careers that might be a good fit for you based on your interests that you filled out, and what you might get paid doing them, and how much schooling that you might need to be able to get there. So hopefully at the end of the activity, you will have all that knowledge about yourself and feel super ready to go into 9th grade and rock your world. Rock on.